So here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is, if you were to win the lotto.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Shukran shadid.
We're not agreeing. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Okay. So if that happened, right, or were to happen,
Yes.
you stated that you will stop doing what you're doing right now and pursuing what you're doing now, but you will go into where you will invest on other artists, right? So basically, meaning is the reason why I'm challenging you, I say you're lying to yourself about two things. You're either lying that your pursuit of music right now is to make it and make money. It is your passion, but not in a sense as your passion, it's your gift. Because there's two different between gift and passion. LeBron is talented. I'll bring it back to basketball.
Yeah.
The reason he become one of the greatest, he put work.
Yes.
Right.
When the work and talent work together, it become greatness.
Okay.
But if he would have just stuck with his talent, he would have been an average basketball NBA player. Okay. So back to what I'm trying to say is, so either you were gifted based on the things that you say, you know, as a kid when you say you were doing all that, and then you're like, you know what, I would like to pursue this, but it wasn't like instilling you a passion. You're like, yo, I'm happy in a sense. I'll do it for free.
Let me if it's cool, let me explain to you why I say music is my passion, right? Even though in this very moment it may not sound like it.
Yeah.
Okay. But growing up, right?
Yeah.
Like when I started to learn music, drums. You know, thank God for Aro. Aro, thank you. You know, if you see me playing drums, it's because of you. Reagan, if you see me playing keyboard, it's because of you. 110% thank you. Like when I started, you know, even with guitar, right? Thank you, Yvng, in Kabul. When I started playing guitar, right? I watched people play. I watched them do it, and then I would start mimicking the same way they would play.
Correct.
And I started training myself little by little.
Correct.
With the little that I have. But instead of me stopping there and saying that when I come to church, that's when I'm gonna play, I found ways to bring the guitar home.
Correct.
Right.
I would go on YouTube, listen to people play, watch their fingers, and start doing the same thing. And create my own variations of what they just played.
Got it.
That's when I knew that I had a passion for music.
Correct.
Because nobody was telling me, Dini, bring the guitar home. I was saying it. Like it came to the point where, you know, you know how when you turn the volume up on the guitar and you play, when your hands leave the strings, it makes like a weird. You know, my brother would bring the bass guitar, I'll bring the electric, and we both fall asleep with the guitar in our hands, and it's making a noise. And then our dad would just bust over. Dini, talking. What is going on? Reduce the volume. What? And you know, and he would wake us up, and then we'll realize that, oh my God, we fell asleep with the guitar in our hands. And then our phones, he will record ourselves so that we can watch and be like, ah, man, we messed up over there. Or, you know, I'll be like, Toki, bro, you messed up on this part. So, you know, and playing music at church, like we would go there like 6 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday, and then in the morning, and then come back Sunday morning home like 6 a.m. and then church starts at 10 a.m. So we'll go home, shower, brush our teeth. We didn't want to eat breakfast for some reason. So we just go back to church and play. You know, that's when I knew music was my passion.
Okay, so my thing is, if music, so when I say passion, because it takes a while for you to you have to put work to get there.
Yeah.
So now it becomes something that you could do in your sleep, right?
Not necessarily, because you're always
improve. No. I'm saying like you could. No, definitely you could be great. Because you're never gonna be unless you somebody that is whatever it is that is not willing to learn. You're always gonna be working at your craft to be great, no matter how great you are. So, but what I'm saying is, right? I knew filming was my thing. I think I told the story.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I saw somebody on TV. Right? I saw the TV. I saw people in there. Right? And then I was like, I was like 5 years old maybe. And I'm like, every time we come to the family, because you know how back home there's not everybody got TV.
That's true.
So we go watch a series like, at 7 o'clock, and I go there to watch the TV. But people was already, when they turned the TV, people was already in there. So I was confused. So one day I came early, because I thought maybe they get in there before me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I came early.
Yeah.
And then the TV was off, so I went behind the TV. No, first I tried to get inside the TV from the front.
To go check it out, huh?
To get inside, so I have to be part of the thing. Like literally get in there, but it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the back, so I thought maybe they get it from the back.
Oh.
So I'm the back, trying to figure out how to open the thing to get inside the TV, right? Because I was like, okay. So what I started,
break off your back.
Yeah, so everybody like, and then the lady that had the TV, she said, "What are you doing?" Like, I said, "Hey, I want to get inside the TV." She said, "But you can't get in there." I was like, "No, I want to get inside there." She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I want to get in there. There's people in there. When you turn it on, there's people in there. I want to be in there just like them." They said, "That's not how you gotta get in." And they're like, "Oh, you gotta wait until you get older. Then you gotta go through." No, man, I'm not waiting. I want to do it now. Like, get in there now. You get what I'm saying? So then I started doing the same thing, kind of in a sense like you. But I knew right then, that's my passion. That's what I want to do. But so what's it called? Basically, then I started doing cutting boxes. Start mimicking the same thing you say, right? Making like the film, cutting in a box. Mind you, I'm 5, 6 years old, right?
But then Egypt?
No, back home.
Sudan?
Yeah. So then I'm like doing this, but then I was like, okay. But then the thing is, nobody understood that this, like my family didn't understood that that's what I wanted, right? But that was my passion.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, I will do it for free. I will do it for whatever. Basketball wasn't my passion. Basketball was what saved me from whatever. Now with that, basketball taught me how to take the things that I learned in basketball to apply it to what I'm doing now.
Sorry to cut you off. Well, I'm going to have to ask you to elaborate on how basketball saved you. Because a lot of people are going to be like, basketball saved you. They want to know why.
Yeah.
So just...
because in a sense, it's like, okay, when, you know how I was talking, what's it called? The reason I say, I married basketball didn't marry me.
Oh, okay. So you proposed?
Yeah, I proposed to her as soon as I...
didn't propose back.
But she didn't say, no, she didn't say yes.
Yes, no. Yeah.
She didn't say yes. So I proposed to her, right? Basically, when I came here, as a kid, everybody's playing basketball, was playing soccer. Then I got into it, and then I started playing basketball, right? But then I committed to it. I wanted to be the best of the best. So for me, when I pick something, I stick to it. I give it 110%. I don't cheat it. So I learned I taught myself how to drive left. I taught myself how to do floaters. I taught myself. I didn't get a coach until my junior year in high school. So if I would have had a coach to teach me basketball before that, I would have been different. But I didn't get him until my junior year.
Same thing. The coaches that I had playing guitar was like, people like Uncle Victor, Uncle Johnny, stuff, Uncle Alfred.
Yeah.
So
I
had to get the ball rolling first.
Yeah. So by the time I got there, when I say it saved me in a sense, I'm gonna play basketball. I'm not gonna cheat. In winter I shovel the place I play. In summer I play. And whatever. Everywhere you see me with basketball. Every time, if you're a basketball player, you always wear a basketball short. Am I like under? Because wherever you go, as soon as they say, you see Corey, just basketball shoes, you strip whatever you wear, you playing ball.
Play ball.
Right? So that's the reason why I saved me. So that's the reason why I said, so for basketball, I was like, that's maybe gonna get me to the whatever. But when I say it saved me in a sense, now all the things that I learned, like the consistency, the determination, the sacrifice, whatever. What am I doing that with the filming and whatever? Because I know in order for me to edit and do all that, I have to stay consistent. I have to be consistent about it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But yeah, I want to hear your answer basically the same thing, like about what I asked. I think with him when I say, what is the thing you could feel like either the parents or the youth or like support-wise, the people that can do to either help you get to the next level or just in a sense like, support-wise or whatever?
Like to me, support has to be like financially, support comes from just encouragement, like now we just talking, we can discuss and be like, say you can ask me, hey, how you doing, you know? Like, you mean like, how am I doing, like physically, emotionally, like to where I want to get. Like most parents don't really, like you said, most parents don't sit down and talk with their kids. You know, because some kids like they don't feel comfortable talking to their parents.
Which is something terrible.
It's terrible.
It's
And
the
like,
worst thing ever.
and like me, I've seen like me growing up, especially like playing ball.
Yeah.
Like my parents, they support me, you know, but they don't like come to my game, but they still have that, you know, that support.
Yeah, which is all you need.
Yeah, even they like I don't see them like coming there like watching my game, but I can feel their presence, you know.
Which is good, because some people don't get that.
Which is really good, you know. Like that's why like we as like our communities, like whatever, like what is South Sudanese, Liberians, whatever, we should really like have that support, you know, like talk to your kids, you know, like see how they feeling, you know, like especially like with coming to like passion and all those things, we don't really get those supports, you know.
Yeah.
Especially as we talk like right now, we don't have that support. But you can look to the Americans. When they're supporting their kids, it don't matter what their kids want.
Correct.
They support them, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why like they succeed. You know, they get to the next level. But us, we don't really make it to where we want to be. You know, because our parents be like, oh, go to school, or go be a doctor. That's all they say. They want you to be that, but they don't see the other side of you.
No, that's true.
You know.
So what you said, that is basically based on either them being in a new country, don't understand the way this country is, or is it more of like they just don't know where to start, or just like, hey, go figure it out.
Well, it's just like how they grew up too.
Yeah.
You know, how they grew up, they're trying to apply, you know,
the same principle.
The same principle.
And it doesn't
you
work.
Can even, you can even tell it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Like I said, most parents be like, oh, go to school, go be a doctor, or go be a pilot. And there is a lot of things you can do, you know. Like you said, it's passion. If you don't have passion for something, you're not gonna do it.
No, you're not.
You know, you're not gonna do it.
No, you're not.
Like me, when I was growing up playing basketball, I really never had like coaches, to be honest.
Yep. You have to teach yourself.
I had to teach myself. I had to watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of like, you know, I had to. And waking up early in the morning, you didn't start shit.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes when you learn by yourself, it's hard for you to teach somebody.
Yeah.
You learned everything by yourself.
No, that's the reason I told people I can't be a coach. I'll slap a kid if they don't listen.
To be like also, you know, open to their kids.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be like a friend to your kid, you know. Like some kids they'll be open to their friends or other people, you know, but when it comes to their parents, they're not comfortable. Because when parents approach a kid, or like when you try to even talk to your parents, they be harsh on you, you know? So they be like ruthless. So you even be scared like you talk to them. That's one thing like kids be lacking, especially nowadays. You know? And you start yelling on kids, like, you know, trying to be like tough on them. And the more you be tough on kids, the way I see it, the more their ego goes up.
Oh yeah.
The more they become more rebellious.
Yeah, that's why a lot of kids. That's why I see a lot of
20 times
kids
worse.
when they be like, "Oh, I can't wait to be 18."
Yep. Because they want to.
So I move out, I go to college, I go do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, because they're not
see
given
that
freedom to experience life.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I feel like, you know how you say like the parent, like the thing is like with that, I feel like with our community in a sense, like we need to have like a meeting, because I remember I did something. I'll tell you guys. I did something like, I think it was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I sat down my uncle, my mom, and my other uncle. And then when I sat them down, even they could tell you guys, they said none of them would ever even thought of doing what I did, or they can even comprehend to have that. I sat them down and said, yo, I'm sitting here at 3 down. I'm about to forgive some of you guys, and I'm about to ask for forgiveness. But in a sense, not in a sense of like, yo, I'm gonna forgive you and we're gonna be cool. And a forgiveness like meaning, yo, if we used to eat at the same table, I'm gonna forgive you, but I'm gonna move on with my life. Because you already because like for me, I mean, yes, as much as I understand like the Bible and whatnot, for me it's like, yo, man.
There's certain lies that shouldn't be
Right, for me, I could forgive you.
There's certain lies that shouldn't
I could forgive you, but I cannot eat with the same table as you. And I don't wish you anything bad. I wish you the best. I want you to succeed in everything that you do. But I will not eat with the same table. So when I sat them down, right, I what's it called? I told them, yo, I forgive this person, I forgive this person. All I needed was answers. I never got there. Like it was all excuses.
You know, not to cut you off. One thing I hate is when I truly hate. You know, and hate is a very strong word.
Yeah.
But it's when somebody does something to you that you would never do to them, and you react.
And then they blame you.
They blame you when it's not. It's not even about what you did.
Right.
It's about the principles.
Right.
It's about the principles. Like, why would you do something like that to me when you know I'm not going to do that to you?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, nobody. But
and then I'm the bad guy. Oh,
but here's the thing. You know, based on that, you know what I say. You know how I think I believe in the Bible say, you know how you say treat your neighbors the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. I challenge that. Like I say, I challenge. No. That's the reason why I say. No. There's no pastor. There's no pastor.
It's getting interesting, man. It's getting interesting.
Yeah, there's no pastor. There's no preacher. But the reason why I say that is, I look at it this way. I tell everybody, I treat you the way I want to treat you.
Yeah, man.
How you reciprocate is based on how it is. So if I'm an asshole to you, trust me, there's a reason why I'm an asshole. Now if you treat me different, you treat me with not, reciprocate the same assholeness, I know who you are as a person.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But if you also treat me back as an asshole, I'm not mad at you because I gave you that. Yeah. But if I treat you the way I want to be treated, that's mean there's expectation.
Right.
What does expectation lead to? Disappointment.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? So, because most of the time, I treat you, I'm like, yo, man, I got you, bro. I'm going to help you. I got you. I'm going to help you, whatever, right? Because that's the way. Because I got an expectation behind me. Yeah. One day, right, I'll call you like, yo, bro, I need you to help me. And you say, I don't have it. I'll call you and say, yo, I need you to do this. You say, you don't have it. Now, because I had expectation, guess what? I'm going to look at you guys.
Differently.
You see what I'm saying?
And another thing.
So now it's like I'm looking at you guys like, yo, I can't trust you guys, because I had expectation. Yeah. But if I treat you like, yo, what I'm giving you is what I got. It could be the last $50 that I got, but that's all the $50 I have. Usually, but I'm not expecting it. So if you help me, cool. If you don't, it is what it is.
Usually when that happens, like, if I know that you had an expectation, I didn't meet it, or if I've realized that I may have hurt you, even though I may not understand fully how, but I know that I've hurt you, the thing that I'll do is just apologize. I'll say, yo, you know what? I'm sorry. If I may not fully understand how I may have impacted you in the wrong way, but I apologize. That goes a long way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It helps out a lot versus you make a mistake and someone tells you and you're like, whatever,
But yeah, like you said, some people don't even apologize.
No, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why I was talking about when I put the family down. The reason I had to do that was to show them something that they haven't seen. So sometimes you will have to be the different to be the change that they need to see.
Sorry to cut you, but like it's real. But some parents don't. Really,
they don't give a damn.
Yeah,
trust me.
They don't.
They're
not gonna accept that.
They're not. Bro, you know how long you
see that as disrespect.
Bro,
yeah,
you know how long you took me? You know how long you took me? Bro, it took me like that. Literally, when I set them down, they were shocked. But it took me years later.
Look,
but here's the thing.
But guess who benefit though?
Here's the thing.
My sisters, my cousins, my brothers, they benefit from what I did. Because they looked at it, they're like, oh, now I'm not gonna treat them the same way. I'm like, well, shoot, I suffer. That's why I tell everybody, I'm the black sheep in the family, but I'm gonna be the goat. I'm gonna be the goat because I'm gonna be the one change everything in the family.
That was really like most parents don't accept, Like some parents be like, oh, if I did wrong, talk to me, let me know. But also when you bring them down, you're trying to talk to them, you're like, you disrespecting them,
Yeah.
I'm older than you, I'm this and this and that. No, that's not how it is.
And you know what's the funny thing? The advice they give you, they say treat adults and everybody with respect and whatever. But that thing is both ways. It's not one-way traffic.
Even the Bible says it. The oldest should respect the younger, the youngest should respect the older. But and another thing too is, aren't you not happy that your child is expressing how he feels?
Nope.
Like most kids wouldn't even do that.
No.
Right. That should be something like, damn, my son really trusts me.
You know what I? You know what?
This dude telling me
But
something.
most parents don't do that, man.
Yeah,
But for them, they'll be like, this, he's like this for real.
No, let me give you an example, right? With my kid.
I didn't know he's
You
this
how-
disrespectful. It's like, bro,
Now
what?
what they be thinking,
No.
you know?
Yeah, no, my kid is like 4 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since he was a kid, I like the way I talk to him or whatever. I sit when I talk to him, I sit down, so that we're at the same level. Like I don't look at him. I never like talk to him when he's like I'm standing over him, unless like something has to do like where I'm just running or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, most of the time I'm sitting him down and we talk level.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I told everybody, I was like, yo, man, if the day my kid disrespects somebody and comes back to me, and somebody try to tell me how to raise my kid, I'll be like, nah, that's the way I raise him. Not meaning to disrespect. I raise him to speak his mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Speak his mind. Like one time, bro, I told a guy to do something, he said no. You know what I did? I walked away. I didn't say anything. I didn't force him, I didn't do nothing.
And why is that?
Because that's the way I raised him to say no, when no is no, yes is yes. You gotta be who you are. So now if I would to say no, you gotta do it this way, basically I've been lying. But when the only time I'll force him to do something, if he has to eat, he has to take a shower, whatever. Otherwise, anything that he has to do, he said, no, bro. I say, like, right now I'm waiting until he can speak clearly. And like, I want to teach him basketball and whatever. But he said, Pops, I don't want to play basketball, I don't want to play soccer.
I'm gonna respect it.
I'm out. I'm not forcing you to do anything.
Right.
Cause you know what? Your life is your life. Your vision is your vision, not mine.
My job is not to force you
To live my
or to
life.
push you.
It's just to help you get to where you want to be.
Yes, it's to guide you.
Yeah,
Because at the end of
guide
the
you.
day, me and you are two different people.
You know what's the problem with our
I
parents?
can't be you. You
Yeah.
can't be me. The problem with our parents is that
They want us to live with their
especially
dreams.
fathers, especially fathers, they want us to be them.
Yep.
You know, like I can't be you.
Yeah.
Because God created everybody differently and unique. So if I'm trying to live my life trying to be like you, what is unique about me? Why is my name Dini?
That's true.
And also,
Why is your name Light? Why is his name Theseus?
Yeah.
Just call him Light.
Yeah.
right? Like you artists, right? Like
Yeah.
so most parents be like, oh, mom, dad, I want to be a musician. You know how they be looking at you?
That's dangerous.
You know, they see the bad picture.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that?
You know,
What is that gonna
be a
help you?
gangster, or
What is
like,
this?
you know, pulling down your pants, or you see it?
Yeah.
They're looking from the other side of it, but you
Yeah.
don't see like what you're trying to do actually. You know, what
Yeah.
type of music you're doing, but they start judging you right away.
So I think what's it called? Definitely to continue this topic, we're probably gonna bring you guys back. But what is your social media or whatever that everybody can follow you at?
My social media is YVNG. Okay, sorry. At YVNGTONDO. You know, when you type it in on Instagram, you don't have to put the at sign. Just put YVNGTONDO. I'll pop up. You know, leave a like if you want. Leave a follow. You know, and just subscribe to some more content. You know, more content coming.
And with you the same thing, huh?
Yeah, mine is Noah. The first name is Noah. Yeah, Noah Sebi Daniel. I use it in both Instagram and Facebook, Twitter too. So yeah.
If you want to see some crazy highlights, just follow his page.
What's it called? Like I said, this discussion is great. We're probably gonna have to come back and have more discussion like this. I'm glad to have these young guns come through. And like I said, if it's your first time tuning in, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe. And if it's not, we appreciate you for tuning in and give us a feedback, comments about especially our top 5 basketball players, the GOAT and all that stuff.
Right.
And then I like to leave you guys, like I said, with every time with a message. Your story is not defined by somebody. You are the only one who can write your story. So never give somebody the book or the pen to write your story or to define you, whatever the way it is. At the end of the day, you are the driver of your life. That could be God and you be the passenger, but don't let nobody be the one driving your dreams or whatever. Inspire to be great, inspire somebody, pull somebody up, and support each other, you know. And like I said, this is your host, Johnny. This is the Painful Truth. Enjoying your life. God bless. You guys have a good day. Until next time.
Boom!